Have you ever had that problem before? Yeah, it don't sound healthy, does it? Well, I've got the parts, we're going to change it out. Okay, these are the parts I've ordered, and supposedly these are the right ones. I have went up under and took just a quick glance. This does look like it's the right gearbox with the swing arm, and this does look like it is the right motor. Now mine had a tag on here, you can't hardly read it. This does go here where this is at, but I'll show you how all that works here in a little bit. But it does appear that it's the correct one. The only thing I'm not sure about is this little swivel joint here, and we'll see here soon. So let's go get the other one off. Okay, you can see that this right here is the swing arm I was talking about, and it does look like it might be the right piece. It has a cotter pin on the other side, and this piece here slides out. So let me get a pair of pliers and we'll pull that out of there. You've never tried to get a cotter pin out. They never want to come out easy like they go in. But you just have to keep working with them until you get them kind of straightened out. And eventually you'll get it out of there. And just like that, it comes right out. Yeah, some days. Okay, so here's the pin I just pulled out, and it does look like it's the same end. So good news so far. I'm going to slip that back in there so I don't lose it. And I'm going to put one side of this pin back in there so it's easy to get back out again. Yeah, that'll make it easy to find here in a little while. All right, let's get under here and see what it looks like I'm going to have under there. The only problem I see with doing this is it is super tight quarters under here to do this. So this is a 10 millimeter that holds the motor on. And it's just 3 bolts. And if you can see, it has, I don't know if you see it or not, it has a button right here with a clip on it that takes the wire out of the motor. And apparently you can't do this without getting grease on you from the gears. So all right, that takes it out. So let's go put it on the bench and see what we find here. I'm going here and see if we got a match or not. Sorry, I had to get a rag, wipe my hands off the grease all over them. All right, so this is a gear that come off of this motor. It has some obvious wear on it, but I don't see where that actually makes it slip in and out. So I'm thinking it may be on this bigger gear toward the end of it. I just don't see where it's doing it. So knowing that it's not this gearbox, there is another gear inside of this housing, and I'm guessing that's where it's messed up. So let me get a screwdriver. Got to be in here because the rest of it looks good, which means this housing here was still okay, but if I'm going to replace one, I might as well replace both. It wasn't that expensive. You could get them from the online dealer that was about $300 something, or I ordered this one off of eBay, and it was 120 something, almost 130 bucks for the whole thing. So that was a better deal for me. I don't know about you guys, but if you got one part that's failing, that usually means that the rest of it is going. But in this case, it actually looks like big gearbox was in pretty good shape. I did read somebody said that these had like a plastic gear in them or something. I don't know if that's the truth or not. Okay, so there's the scroll. Just taking this completely apart just so you guys can see it, and I can see it just to be educated on if that's what really is causing the problem here or not. But I believe they said the gear inside this is plastic that scroll gear runs on. And it is. Oh, it's got a retainer ring on it. Oh, yeah, it's chewed up. Yeah, that's the problem. It is chewed up terrible. I gotta have snap ring pliers to get it off, and I can't get it off anyway. I'm gonna try to show you guys here. But you can see where the teeth are really good around the edge. And then if you come where 9 o'clock would be, maybe you can see it, but they're all chewed up like they're melted out together where I guess that's where the end of it comes around. But you can see right here where they're all chewed up, and as you come around they get better. But that is the problem. That's why it's just grinding away, and you kind of have to help it around to catch a good tooth, and then it tries to close. But so that's gonna be the problem. All right, well, let's get the other one put on, and we'll see how that works out. This is where you need 4 hands. Now, just so you know why I'm having such a hard time with it, that bolt is a floating bolt. And it's on the back side of the inside of the step that I can't really reach. So what I had to do is try to get the washer up over it and then hold it. Well, I get done beating you guys around here. You guys might be able to see what I'm doing now that I've done beating you around. Again, these are 10mm bolts and the other ones were 11s. Not sure what the sport specifications is on it, but seems about right. Don't forget to plug the power back in. Well, I got everything put back on and checked it. Everything works great. I'm very happy with the eBay motor versus the one from the store that you're supposed to buy them from. But anyway, I saved more than half of what it was going to cost me. So we'll see how it lasts, but here you go. This is much quieter. And that is the way it's supposed to work. All right, I hope this helped you guys. If it helped you out, kept you from having a big headache like I had, give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Ring the bell for notifications and subscribe if you haven't. That's how we get helped out on our channel. That's what you can do to help us to subscribe to our channel. And make comments. Comments help us out, and give us the thumbs up, like button, and ring the little notification bell. That way you know every time we release a video. All right, till next time, we'll see you guys down the road. Bye-bye.